How's it going, guys? I really wanted to talk about a little game called Marvel's Avengers that will be happening. Actually, we'll be getting some kind of reveal even more to it at the SquareEnix's show at the E3 2019. Marvel's Avengers is pretty much the name that was called Avengers Project, or Project Avengers I think it was called anyway, but there was actually a leak more or less of a confirmation and more what would be happening, and they already have gotten an opportunity to see and hear what would it be all about. The game will allow you and for up to the 4 players as a co-op, as well as the ability for the players to customize their favorite heroes to better fit their playstyle. This means the customization variety will be indeed there. Now, this comes from the quote exactly as been described for this game. Embrace your powers and join the key members of the development team at the Crystal Dynamics and the creative team at the Marvel Games, as they talk exclusively about the upcoming Marvel's Avengers. This is the defining Avengers gaming experience, an epic action-adventure that combines cinematic storytelling with a continuous single-player and a cooperative gameplay. Moderated by Andrea Areni, assemble the team up to 4 players to master extraordinary abilities, customize your heroes to fit your playstyle, and combine powers to defend an ever-expanding world under the constant threat. Now, due to the fact of this reading and the description, and that you always being, for example, that you always be constantly continuation, and there always going to be something extra to be included. A lot of people taking this as an opportunity to see that this game, in fact, may be as a game of a service. We all know how we all feel about the game of service games. Well, obviously, look at Destiny, look at The Division, look at Anthem. All those games, they came out tragic. At first, they were. Now, come on, yes, I understand. A couple of years later, they will end up being a great games. Destiny proved himself, then it went different route with Destiny 2 anyway. The Division proved itself once again. Even though The Division 2 did, I think, it was a pretty good game, to be personally honest with you. Now, sure, Anthem, we already know how Anthem is. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about Anthem. But basically, this Avengers, Marvel Avengers, it's a weird name, isn't it? So I'm going to call it Marvel Avengers game, the happening one. We don't yet know when it will be coming out. We will find out a lot more information during the Square Enix's show on Monday, I believe so, was June the 10th. And we will find out, probably even see a brand new trailer or some kind of reveal trailer, something of a gameplay wise anyway, and see if how will it be turning out to be good or bad. Now, people don't really mind it as long as it's a good play and gunplay, whatever it is that it will be including, obviously heroes, so you would expect, how will it work? That's my question. How will it work? Iron Man already be, wanna be an Iron Man? Anthem has it does it pretty well, in fact, the way you fly. Are they going to take something of the elements from there? Spider-Man, we're going to be including Spider-Man in here as well? I don't think so, personally. Insomniac has created a Spider-Man game, Marvel Spider-Man, mind you, and done phenomenally well, especially with swinging and fighting. And that took many years just to craft the one character, a superhero character, mind you, and to make it fantastic. Iron Man I can see to work because BioWare, they already proved themselves that they can make something like a flying robot abilities and stuff. Iron Man can work, as I can see it anyway. Customizations as well. Iron Man has many varieties of suits you can definitely do, different colors, different aspects, different styles, and similarly goes for Spider-Man, perhaps. We already seen this by Insomniac has been including these stuff as well. Now, this is concerning because, what about Hulk? How can you customize him? Just different pants, different shirts, perhaps, maybe different color? You could go with, instead of green Hulk, go red Hulk? I mean, that would be breaking the lore, to be honest, but still, doesn't matter. That's not the important part. My worrisome thing is regarding the game of a service. I really don't like this idea. This is only due to the fact that you are taking the time of the development just to make sure that you release this game as early as possible so you can get, the funds, the money. So the game will be not finished. That's how everybody looks at these things, and they just they have a very bad taste in their mouths already from the likes of Destiny, from the likes of The Division, and so many other games out there. Fallout 76, Anthem. It sucks. Day one, they're all bad. They're broken, or they're undercut, or maybe they don't have enough content to play through and to enjoy. And that sucks. I don't want this. Personally, I don't want this. I could be proven wrong. Maybe it does come out and will be game of a service type of game, like the Division 2, for example. But the question is, was there enough time that have been implemented to this game that it would be, wow, I can't talk. I cannot talk for some reason. That it would be turning out to be great and will be full of content for you to enjoy and to explore and to do whatever you like. Now, I don't yet know how it'll turn out to be. Is it fighting style kind of combat? How is Thor gonna be wielding his hammer, or what was it called? Stormbreaker, I believe so, right? You see, there are many varieties of options and customizations that you can have here. So what does this mean? Monetization? Games as a service? You know, there's so much of these like worrisome things that I simply do not want it to be here. And I'm not trying to bash on this game. We barely know anything about it. We only found out snippets of how it resembles. How is the description of this game anyway turns out to be? It's an epic action adventure that combines a cinematic storytelling with continuous single player and cooperative gameplay. Pretty much that's what it is. I mean, it sounds good, looks good, could turn out fantastic. So far, games as a service, everybody has awful tastes of in their mouth of the games as a service whenever you hear something like that. And if it turns out to be non-games of a service game, fantastic. That's great. Yeah, I don't know. This is still a leak, guys. Don't take this as straight up front and think that Marvel's Avengers will be all games as a service. I could be wrong. Oh God, I'm hoping I'm wrong. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I do want to mention one other thing. My apologies if you're not seeing the Avengers gameplay footage in the background. I cannot use anything like that because it will be copyright claimed. Everything like simply there's big problems of trying to use this sort of Marvel Avengers characters. Might just include the Spider-Man gameplay in the background. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching once again, and like and subscribe as always. Yeah, I'm gonna have another Call of Duty video up and also Death Stranding video up. Wow, triple uploading today. Jesus, crazy. Anyway, have a good one, guys.
You cashed in on my promises. You